Thanks for joining me today. We're going to try out our extra soft pastels, which are in an artwork, which I did try. So I did swatch in a previous video, in my art haul video. I'm gonna see if I fall more in love with them while I'm actually doing an artwork. Let's see. Steve. What? So, let's have a chat about the pastels. I do love them. They're pretty awesome. Except for the ones here. The straight violets are so much harder than the other ones, which makes them much less compatible, which is really frustrating. So you can't put them on top because they just don't go on top. You have to put the softer ones on top, so you have to use them as a base coat, which is frustrating because those violets are really pretty. The colors are so nice, but I really like my picture. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty happy with this. I dropped 2 of my pastels, the darkest blue violet and this mid, what's this one? Is it a red violet? Oh no, Flinders Red Violet, which is such a shame because that's the one, that's the color I use the most throughout. It's the nicest mid-tone. And of course, what did I do? I dropped it. So I think it's Flinders Red D, maybe? Hang on, let me check. What does it go? Yeah, Flinders Red D. And the Flinders Red ones are really lovely and soft. The violet lightest is really nice and soft too. I don't know why these 3 aren't. Like, and it's well, a couple of points with this one, which I think is, I don't know, like I either ripped them off or I don't know if you can see that. Whoop. Like, it's super dirty. I can't really say, but I think it says Violet C. I think it's Violet C. Really pretty color, but like a couple of times when I was applying it, it got the real shiny spot and like was taking away pigments, like as if there was not a rock as such, but something in it that wasn't soft pastel. Or maybe it was like a hunk of binder, or I'm not entirely sure what it was. But as beautiful as those colors are, I didn't use them much. You can see that. You can see that in my thing. These ones I use the least. But these light colors are really nice. These Flinders Red Violets and the blue violets, so nice. That dark is so dark, it's almost black, which I think you need in a set. So I'm really happy they've included that one. But I wish there was a lighter blue violet, because that blue violet is really nice. It's a really nice color. So all in all, do I like it? Yeah, I do. Would I buy the set? No. Am I going to replace certain ones? Yes. So I will get at least one more of this Flinders Red, what did we say? D. So I will get that again, and I'll replace that because I dropped that. I dropped it. And I dropped the dark one too. But the dark one has a fair chunk of that survived, so I'm not going to replace that just yet. But the other colors, yeah, I'm going to try and replace. Like at one point, this one here, which looks like I use heaps, but I was pressing so hard trying to get that pigment down. I'm not a big fan of smudging with my fingers, even though it looks like it. I like blending by adding more pastel, which I know is probably not best practice, but it's my style. I don't smudge. I don't make these beautiful smooth transitions in colors. I put down a color and I usually blend with a lighter version of that color, and I find it's a really nice way. You get this really like painterly feel about it. I couldn't do that with certain colors, and like I said, like I had to press really hard for this, and I actually use my fingers to blend more in this artwork than I usually do because of that red. So I use those violets in this nose a lot because I wanted that to be a slightly different tone to the rest of him, but it wasn't covering enough. I couldn't get a good enough coverage, even though I was pressing really hard. But anyway, other than those 3, I love it. I love these. So I will be just replacing certain ones next time. And I love this guy. Check him out. I'm actually really proud of myself. Look at that. Anyway, he might end up in my shop update. Oh, well, thanks for watching.